traders, investors, peeps. Shit. Not a great day. We got a lot to unpack in a very short time. Gonna be a quick one tonight. Let's jump in. Stuff and things drove the futures down this morning. And we've talked about this in the past. We are tied to the SP 500. We are tied to the indexes in a way. And so when these pull back, we will pull back a little bit too. And we saw that exactly. Here, let's do a little side-by-side action. And so you see the SP gapping down caused us to gap down. So we gapped down within today. That wasn't a great start. And I'll tell you what, we talked about it in the last video. Look what the fuck is happening, man. Look what is happening right now. The 20-day, 1 hour, we finally did it. We finally broke to the upside. We tried to do it over here. That was the Wegmans news right there. A little bit of upwards momentum there, but we never crossed. And you can see, classic huge shorting coming in right at market open every day. So I posted this on social if you didn't see it. This is a 12% of the volume is shorted as of that date right there. So this is very interesting. If you needed more confirmation that this thing has been shorted, well, here you go. I called it today on social that as of yesterday, 32% of the shares of Hyliion have been shorted. Now what's interesting is today the volume went down. This is the lowest number of shorts or volume of shorting we've seen in over a week. And that's significant, because we didn't have a great day. We talked about this, how crucial this was for the overall momentum that we had going. We have to stay up here on the 20-day, 1 hour. That is very healthy for us, and we're not doing that right now. We're trying to come back a little bit, 30-minute, 10-day. But this is the important one right now in my eyes. This is going to tell us when we have control again. And I think a lot of the downwards momentum today was from that gapping down, just from us tracking the SP 500 to a degree. The shorts look like they've gone down. The percentage has gone down. We'll see if that holds tomorrow. But, so we've started to pop a little bit at market open now. And you see shorts pushing this down, that wick right there. Shorts pushing down, or sales pushing it down that wick. So what does this mean? Well, first we should go over the rest of the bad news that came out. Now, I don't mean to be a super speculative, we've been publicly traded for 2 weeks now, and the day we're getting close to covering some ground on a crucial chart, an analyst covers this. Not only do they cover it, but they give it, look at this. $22 price target, neutral rating. Are you kidding me? Get out of here, man. You'd think this was like a JP Morgan analyst or something like that. Like Goldman Sachs, really? They must have paid a lot for that one. Anyways, that part's super speculative, but, the fact that we're finally starting to get some ground, and then bad analyst coverings come out, I don't know. Probably reading into it a little bit too much, but, the fact of the matter is, this came out. This is super tight. That's not as shiny. Here, let's go here. So this came out 3 hours ago. We're announcing a new fuel partnership with ANG Natural Gases, which includes a pre-order of 250 of their ERX trucks. That is their top of the line. They haven't even announced the price of it yet. Around the $200,000. So that's huge. We talked about the connection between FJ Management and Warren Buffett, and the fact that they have lots of good stuff going for them. They have a really good setup right now. I'll link this in the down there. This is really important though. So they're getting these trucks to sell to these different fleets. I mean, just the growth and the expansion just within that there alone has huge potential. I mean, they clearly have a big reach. So this is great. This is really good news. So here's another article. It's basically bashing NKLA, saying they're struggling to regain credibility. Meanwhile, we made our debut, blah, 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 and you know the rest. We have FJ Management, this new deal that we got here. Not to mention all the ties that we pointed out in the last video. So they have a really good supply chain set up. They're very well positioned to do some good things in the future, man. I mean, it don't get me wrong, like this sucks. This is bullshit, but we all know it's happening. This thing is being shorted heavily. And if you don't know what's happening, I suggest you go back and look at some of the videos I've done on this. I've been asked, why are we being shorted? Companies like NKLA or just any fraudulent or suspected to be fraudulent ticker is susceptible to being shorted. And even if they aren't, shorting still goes on. But what's interesting is the level of shorting going on with this. We saw that 30% number earlier. That is substantial. And while that number is dropping, it's important to understand that this is what caused everything. This worked. This money grab, this stop loss attack at the shareholder meeting, someone spent, as we saw in one of the streams, and I think we called it out in one of the videos here, there was an order that came in that was $1.2 million, along with a bunch of other ones. Okay, and that sent this thing flying down, and this was a huge money grab. And you see the momentum going to the downside for the better part of 2 weeks here. It worked. That's why they're doing it. It fucking worked, man. If you do something and it's profitable once, why wouldn't you do it again? We were above this line a lot. And then we had the whole September market crash and we were fighting it. You see all these dips here. All the volatility rippling in from the indexes onto us. But then we had the attack on the shareholder meeting. And so because this worked, they kept trying, and look, and it worked again, and it worked again, and it worked again. Why wouldn't they continue? And it's as simple as that. It's not that this is a bad company. It's that someone or some people took a gamble and it worked. And so they said, well, it worked once, let's try it again. And it kept working, and so they're still doing it. But we saw the percentages going down. Catalysts are building. This is starting to look like it's mooning. Big things ahead. Let's just hope the indexes, the election, all that kind of volatility can chill for a little bit, because we need to get back up above this line, and we need to get a couple more catalysts building, or at least give these a little bit of time to settle. And I think we can finally be breaking out to the upside, to the point where all of these open shorts, all that open short interest is going to have to get covered. And if it's not covered very strategically, it's going to send us flying up. If they cover it the right way, then it's just going to send us gradually up as they cover their shorts. But if they get caught in a short squeeze and they have to cover their shorts all at once, you're going to see this thing fly up, man. So lots of big stuff coming. Very excited. Hit the thing, do the stuff, follow me on the socials, and join the Discord, man. It's free. I do call-outs there. We've got lots of good DD going on. And, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just your market engineer. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.